Hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. I am soft skill trainer from the Department of Career Planning and Development, Chandigarh University. And today I am here to discuss a very important question, HR based interview question, which is, can you work under pressure? So this is one of the favorite questions of interviewers when it comes to uh, face-to-face interview. So let's discuss and let's try to understand why is this question being asked and how can we efficiently answer this question. So why does the interviewer ask this question? First of all, we need to understand this. No matter what career you are choosing, pressure is going to be there. It's an aspect of our working culture. So when an interviewer is asking this, first of all, he needs to ensure that whether you are understanding the difference between a pressure and a stress. Pressure should be viewed as something positive, a positive motivator to work for the organization, while stress is negative and harmful when it occurs too often, right? So it's very important that we understand what is the main uh, reason for asking this question and what should be our mindset while we are answering this question. Next, the employer will want to hear about an example of time when you worked under pressure and rose to the occasion with the completion of task. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you to discuss or to tell about your past experiences where you have actually feared with flying colors. Next is performing well under pressure is both a personal and professional quality and can make a difference between an average employee and an excellent one. Many jobs involve moments when we are having varied reasons, unexpected situations occur, and we need a quick decision to make. The ability to stay calm, think logical, and act correctly in such a scenario is a major asset of any employee. So, the convincing your potential employee, that you can be an asset to the company and checking for his qualities, whether he is a good, quick decision maker, whether he has got the managerial skills, and whether he can solve any problem and has the right kind of aptitude to solve a problem is going to be checked while you're answering this question. Now, how to answer this question? How do you work under pressure? Or can you work under pressure? Even if you're confident about your ability to work under pressure, the goal of your answer is to convince the employer of that. Right? You might be yourself knowing that yes, I am very good at handling stress or pressure while I'm working, but you need to convince the employer that yes, you have all those qualities which takes it to work under stress or pressure and still deliver the best. So first way of handling this question is to use STAR method. Now, what is STAR? STAR is S stands for situation, T for task, A for action, and R for result. So, when you're framing the answer to this question, you need to follow this approach. When you're preparing, so what is the way of going for the answer? An effective way of formulating an answer is to briefly describe the context behind the situation, like what was the situation, how did it arise, explain what was your role there, outline the measures that you took to solve the problem, and what was the desired outcome. So most of the times you can just give a reference of any of your projects that was being assigned to you and what was the kind of challenge that you faced, what role were you in at that time, what decision you took, and how fruitful it was for the completion of that particular project. Right? So this is one of the correct ways of answering this question, and this approach should be followed. Number next is we need to be very honest. We cannot just frame our own stories when we are answering this question, because definitely the next round of questions that I'm going to face will ensure whether I was giving the right explanation or not, because we cannot manipulate every time. And at that time, when we are facing an interview, we already are very apprehensive about getting selected and we might get nervous and our body language speaks. So it's always better to be honest and frame your answer so that it goes in your you know favor. Next is stay calm and collected. Interviewers often observe your nonverbal clues. So many times it happens that we feel, okay, I have tried to manipulate the other person, the interviewer, by my answer or reply. But we never understand this, that when we are fabricating something superficial, the interviewer will definitely take hold of it. So while answering this any question or majorly this question, you need to be calm and confident and take it as just another question and be very honest. Mention your ability to manage stress and pressure. So in addition to explaining how you work effectively under pressure, you should also suggest or you should also speak something about how you are going to manage your workplace pressure. This will help you or the interviewer to get a fairer view of you as an employee and how you can be able to solve or to face the challenges that might occur in future. Now, what mistakes you should avoid? Very important that when I'm telling about what my approach was. I'm sharing one of my experiences. I'm telling my approach towards solving a problem. But then, what are the things that I should not be telling the interviewer? What can spoil this answer? And I might lose the opportunity of getting placed. So, what are the points that I need to take care of? Although feeling pressured is not ideal, you still need to tackle it head on and avoid falling into these common traps and mistakes when asked this question. So, what are these? Number one, don't say that there has never been a time where you felt pressure. So, don't try to give such explanations which cannot be taken because time, every human being has undergone one pressure or the other. It cannot be like I never had any work pressure in my life. We do experience such things, so don't give such superficial answers, and this is going to ruin your impression. Don't confuse pressure with stress. As I told you, stress is something different. It gives a negative sense, whereas pressure is taken as something positive, where a person is working hard to get the desired results within time and perform to the best of his abilities. Next, avoid talking about a time where feeling pressured was a result of your own actions. So, never give such explanation which shows that the pressure wasn't created because of some external force, it was because I wasn't able to manage things properly. Because this shows that I am a clumsy kind of a person who cannot arrange or who cannot organize his tasks and ends up getting a lot of stress and pressure while you're working. Don't portray pressure in a negative light. Yes, you have to show that okay, I do got it was a big challenge for my for completing that particular task, but then I learned this and this. So when you are putting your the positive side of the pressure as well, you are showing that you have learned so much while handling that particular pressure. Is definitely going to be in your favor. It's okay to feel pressure every now and then, and hiring manager will want you to know when a lot is being put on your table, you will face it with enthusiasm. So she should get that feeling that okay, you are a person who could handle any situation. It's not that will be happy to handle every situation. No, it's that you have all the abilities that in case sometimes you are given more work than what was expected, so you won't give up, you will give your best. Next are a few sample answers that you can make out. So let's go for it. When confronted with this question, a good answer will look like this. I consistently work under pressure in my current position. So you can, if it is for those who have already worked somewhere, but if you are not, if you are a fresher, so what can you give the answer right? You can say, yes, I have been through such times when I have experienced a lot of pressure, and that was due to my previous experiences when I was doing some project or I was on an internship. At that time, I have faced. You can just mention your project or your details about that. So I will be able to react well to any situation that come across in this position and be a true asset to the organization. So you need to reiterate and show your complete confidence in handling any such situation that might arise in future. An employer will want you to know how you will react to various circumstances of the job, and by answering honestly, you'll be showing them to you are best qualified for this position. So you are showing that you are the best option, or you're the best choice they should go for while they are going to get a student placed. Throughout my career, I have done some of my best work under pressure. So this example you can just illustrate with any of the situations where you were given something which was of very which was of much repute, and you had to complete that task. If that was a challenge, maybe some of your other colleagues or other classmates have just given up, but you were the one who tried to get everybody together, complete the particular task, and show how team effort have actually paved way for the successful completion of that particular project. So this way, what you are going to do is you can show different experiences, you can give different incidents from your life where you are portraying that you are not somebody who gives up very easily. You are a person of commitment, and you put all your efforts dedicatedly and religiously for the growth of the organization or for the completion of the task that is being given to you. So that ways, if you are mentioning something, it is going to give them a reflection of your persona and what kind of employee you can be, and whether they should go for you as the best choice for their employment. So I hope that you understood what are the concerns that we need to address to when we are answering this question. So approach that you have to follow should be STAR approach. Yeah, you are telling about the situation, the task that was being assigned, your approach, and what was the result, right? So this you can easily associate with any of the projects that you have actually till now completed or you have undertaken, or some other, maybe you were a part of organizing committee of some extra some event at the university or college level. Again, you can show how things were all of a sudden changed, and you were the one who took the lead and tried to do the best, and the whole event went off smoothly. So you took the responsibility. So such kind of answers show that you are someone who doesn't give up, who is committed to give his best to the work assigned. So I hope you understood how to make the answer. Please check for yourself what is suitable to you and accordingly make your answer. That's just going to be, that's just going to help you, because we need to be honest as well while we are answering this question. All the very best, and I hope that you prepare this answer very well after doing a lot of research on this. Goodbye.